So right now I'm married again. I'm married to an older man. He's white. Of course, I'm black. Um, my children are mixed, except for my oldest son. He's still mixed, but he's mixed with Haitian. Um, but I've discovered a lot of things in dating, especially after a lot of things that has happened from 2016 to now, and how I grew and matured, and how I got myself, with God's help, through all that. You know, I never thought I would be with a white guy, first of all. I never was really attracted to white men or to anyone physically like that. I'm more so like, man, you make me laugh, the intelligence of the person, things of that nature, and how we connect and how I feel safe. This space that I'm in now, I'm trying to be very, very honest with myself. I'm not fulfilled. They say that sometimes when you meet a healthy person, it brings out a lot of your toxicities, because you find that if you leave a bad relationship, you are still taking bad things with you, because you had to learn of ways to cope when problems arise in those relationships. And I believe that. I've been in therapy pretty much since 2012, off and on from 2012 to 2016, and then consistently from 2016 to present. And so what ended up happening is I've noticed that with this relationship, or this marriage, he didn't deal with a lot of things that I thought he has or had dealt with. It's just a sad part of my life right now, because I feel like I'm at my healthiest, and I thought I was pairing with someone that was healthy too, and now I'm looking at stuff, I'm like, this person's not as healthy as I thought they were. And it's one of those things where you're like, once you've been through divorce, it's always easy to know when to call it quits in a new relationship, because you start seeing some patterns. You start realizing how much energy it's going to take to stay in that situation with that person and work through problems. And I don't know if I want to give that to another man anymore. I want to continue to give to my children, yes, but I want to pour into me. And I think that right now is going to be my healing journey for 2025, is how did I pour into myself? Another one of my goals I want to have with starting this journey on my channel is being able to show my face. I think the shame and guilt of the things I've been through, and the abuse and the significant abuse I've felt and gone through, really has taken a toll on how I see myself in the mirror. It's made me feel like it's not even ugliness. It just makes me feel like I'm not allowed to see a beautiful person. Going through that divorce in 2016 and knowing and seeing the symptoms of things that started to happen, it really affected my view of myself in the mirror. I still dress up, I still can look pretty, I can get through all those things, but I see a deeper inner self, or I see the sadness in me, and that sadness has the shame kind of shining through, because I made a lot of bittersweet decisions, but I do know that I did my best. But it's the shame that men have made me feel, because I allow myself to stay in a place to suffer. Like I stayed in a marriage that was not well, because of my religious beliefs. I stayed in it, and my kids saw it. Now, I know it has a deeper effect on them now, because they're all teenagers and in their 20s, but I know it's going to play a part in their life, and I hate to know that the way I was raising them was not the best that I could do because of what I was going through. I put up with abuse, and that's shameful to me because I have such a high view of myself. Like, you would never do that. Like, why would you excuse that? And a lot of it was because I didn't want my kids to have a broken home. I didn't want that stigma because I saw that stigma on my mom. Even though my father passed away, I saw how people, even in my congregation, treated a single woman with 3 young girls, how they ostracized her and chastised her when my mom worked her ass off. My mom did a terrific job with the burdens and the craziness she was going through in the 80s for a man to have just died on her the way he did. And my mom had no support. My mom had no real friends that I saw. I saw my mom as a loner, someone that just worked enough because she was working through her grief of my father passing. To this day, my mom still works the same because she even says certain things like the sadness that she felt from my dad dying still haunts her to this day. And my dad's been dead almost 40 years. Not 40 years, what is it? About 38 years. So I have shame, I have guilt. I think I call it the mother's guilt in life, where you wish you could have made better decisions for your children. I don't know if men go through that, but I think they go through it later in life. I think as moms, we go through it daily in the sense of, man, if I knew this is how my child would end up, I would have done something different. But anyway, getting back to where I'm at in life, I do have a very, very heavy topic to talk about on my channel, and I'm just kind of working myself up to it. I did go through a very tumultuous time, where I lost all my faith, where I lost my faith in humanity, in God, and I lost faith in myself and my kids. When I say I hit rock bottom, I didn't have anything. I was functioning through life, but my functioning was slowly dying, and I could feel myself dying, Therapy was trying to help me, but it only kept me on autopilot. But I'll cover that in its own time. I need to make these videos. I need to say these things out loud because there's something inside me that says my story has to be told.